We're back, everyone. We've gone to the bottom of the second inning where Texas has flexed its offensive muscles, all sorts of extra base hits. Connecticut has dug themselves a big hole, but they'll use everybody to help dig themselves out, including our man, Nate Klein, who is the now left fielder for Connecticut. He was on the field earlier and showed this photo that he took when he was 5 years old with his hero, Nomar Garciaparra. Nate stands 4'9", 73 pounds before the game. Our Adriana Monsalve caught up with him.
Well, we're here with Nate Klein from Team New England. So tell us about, we know that your favorite team is Red Sox. So what are your favorite players and why?
Well, Nomar Garciaparra and Dustin Pedroia, because like they've always been the smallest ones on the field, and that's just like me. So that's who I just want to be like when I grow up.
So have you talked with Nomar lately here?
Yeah, I did the building blocks thing with him, and I showed him the picture when I was 5, and he said it was pretty cool because I've kept it like that size since that long ago.
So I know that you know that you have a lot of nicknames because of your size. So can you tell us some of them?
Mini-Me, Fun Size, and Natty Cakes.
Well, let's do the cheer.
Bring it in. New England on 3!
1, 2, 3,
New England!
Shimwell. Shimwell.
Attaboy, Nate. Natty Cakes, I love that. Love the attitude of Nate Klein. Connor Daly leads things off. Nate still cheering his team on. They're not out of it. 8-0 here, only in the bottom of the second inning.
And he's on deck, and he's ready to give the same kind of good at-bat that Connor Daly's going to give right here.
Leger moves to left. Smith goes to center field. Gutierrez has moved over to second base now for Texas. Robler is at first. We get into all the personalities of the players, find out who their favorites are. Nate Klein at 4'9", among the shorter players here at the Little League World Series. That ball is ripped to left center field. It's going to get down and go to the wall. Connor Daly into second base, and for the second straight inning, Connecticut starts off with a double.
With all that power that Mason Van Noord has, he throws a breaking ball here. But Connor Daly is right on, drives it in the left center field with a nice swing, and another two-base hit with a nutmegger from Fairfield.
And here comes Natty Cakes, Nate Klein. That ball in there for a strike. Nate wears good luck beads for 1 hour before the games, then he takes them off. You're going to have a role model. Dustin Pedroia is a great role model to have. 4'9", 73-pounder.
And he has his own cheerleading group here. They're called Nate's Babes. They're on their feet and they're yelling.
You can hear them. 2-1.
2-1.
Klein held up, and the count goes to 3-1. We had a chance to meet Nate during our interview process when we were doing the New England Regional. He had a nice New England Regional, hit 286, went 4 for 14, and had a home run. Time is called as the catcher, Jake Orlando, does a little maintenance.
He has something in his eye. He's going to get it out of his eye right now so we can see this next pitch coming in.
Okay.
Okay, we're together. We're ready to go.
Nate's also a skier, so if you're ever on the slopes and you see a guy bomb by you, it's half your size, that might be Nate Klein.
I knew I loved this kid.
3-1. Misses ball 4. Nate sprints down to first base, and Connecticut is in business. There are those girls you were talking about.
You love Nate. Oh, to be young again.
So a double and a walk. Want to come back as Nate Klein? Is that what you're saying?
I love it. Billy McGrath is ready right here. They love Billy also.
The second baseman, 0 for 2 in the opener here at the Little League World Series. Squares to bunt. And the ball is called strike.
Boy, with all of his power, and the umpire's giving him a pitch about 4 inches off the plate, I think this Connecticut team might have to get up a little closer to the plate to reach them and start driving him up the middle or to right field.
Big Mac, as he's known, got a chance here. Looking first, and he swung. That's 2 strikes. Billy's got a couple of older brothers, Peter and Tommy, and he says they have been responsible for helping him with his hitting and fielding. They'd walk down to the local Little League field every day to help practice. That ball misses. His older brother Peter's going to be the captain of his high school baseball team this coming year. Fairfield, Connecticut's become a little baseball factory in the state. Their 10, 11, and 12-year-olds all won state championships this summer. Bratt swings and misses, and there's one down here in the bottom of the second.
Yes, they are. Oh, that's fun. Then you have the 10-year-old team. They're all sitting back there, too. And
Patrick Calabrese swings and fouls that one out of play.
dreaming of the day that they could be on this field.
10-year-old boys are here. Fairfield, Connecticut, not that far from Williamsport, considering the other teams and countries that are here. They can make their way. And on a Sunday, many of them have come to watch. Several will go back to work on Monday, and they're going to keep their fingers crossed, watch on ESPN, and hope their team continues into next weekend. Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike to Calabrese. PC's his nickname. We learned that when they all lobbied to get him to be the next pitcher. Ground ball to second base. Especially goes to the shortstop covering Orlando. And that's a pretty nice play to cut off the runner at second base. And an 8-0 game. Could have went to first.
As he turns to throw, you see Bo catching this ball on second and keeping his foot on the bag. Very good play by Bo Orlando, the shortstop. Reaching back, keeping his cool, not worrying about the runner, getting the put out.
Patrick O'Leary is going to bat now for what was going to be Eddie Maggie's spot. Connecticut trying desperately to get on the scoreboard as they trail 8-0 in the bottom of the second.
He's a little too far outside.
O'Leary came in to pitch for Maggi, and then O'Leary was replaced by the man on first base, Patrick Calabrese. That falls in there for a called strike. Patrick says he wants to be a Major League Baseball player or be in the Navy.
Maybe he could do both.
That one is down. Well done by Jake Orlando behind the plate. The Orlando cousins were actually born just 3 weeks apart. And for a while they lived about an hour apart and demanded their parents drive them so that they could play with each other growing up. Now they live a lot closer to each other. That one just misses. O'Leary had the count 3-1. Line drive, trapped over there at second base, but up with it and quickly over to first. And the inning is over with Connecticut leaving 2 men on. We'll go to the third inning, and the Thunder for Texas, although that's really 1 through 9, but we'll be heading back to the top of the order when we come back.